We went over and knocked on Eddie's door, and it was just one of those beautiful moments, the four of us there. And I just kept falling deeper and deeper into that understanding.
Jada Pinkett Smith has become a divisive figure within Hollywood and the broader entertainment industry, known for her outspoken nature and controversial statements, especially in the aftermath of the infamous Will Smith Oscar slap incident. She has faced significant backlash. This scrutiny has intensified due to her comments and actions throughout 2022 and 2023, as well as the release of her memoir and discussions surrounding her personal life. Pinkett Smith's career trajectory seems to have hit a roadblock, with opportunities dwindling. Reports suggest she has struggled to secure roles, whether in acting, voiceovers for animated films, or narration gigs, such as those associated with Disney or National Geographic. The media and Hollywood insiders have pointed fingers, often attributing her current career struggles to her polarizing statements and public image. Recently, Jada has pushed back against the criticism, sharing her views on what she perceives as a troubling cultural shift. In a recent statement, she expressed concerns about the direction society is heading, stating, "I have witnessed this cultural shift and there is no denying it. I think it's a very terrible thing, bringing us in the wrong direction."
I have lots of views and ideas, and sometimes I hear people say things on television, and I just want to run against them.
Or maybe run straight at them.
Just straight at them and knock them over. But it's something. I think it's not where my greatest gifts are. But
like politics and acting, it's a fine line.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It leaves me frightened for what we are about to face over the next 4 years. It is alarming how easily society is now embracing individuals who support sexism and misogyny. I am proud to say that I am a strong and powerful woman married to an amazing man, Will Smith, who brings immense value to my life. But we need to stop promoting men with horrible tastes in this country. This statement has drawn mixed reactions. Supporters applaud her for speaking her mind and advocating for gender equality, while critics accuse her of being out of touch with broader societal concerns. Her detractors often compare her outspoken demeanor to other controversial public figures, such as Whoopi Goldberg and Sunny Hostin, claiming they echo similar sentiments without considering differing viewpoints.
I actually have experienced some stuff, so now I actually have something worth saying. But I also think that the world, with the nature of technology, people see more negativity. People ingest more negativity than they did when we were coming.
Jada's comments have also reignited discussions about her marriage to Will Smith, which has been under intense public scrutiny. The couple's relationship has been a topic of debate, fueled by revelations from her book and her candid interviews. While she continues to portray their relationship as a source of strength, some view her comments as an attempt to deflect attention from her declining career prospects. Hollywood itself is in a state of flux, with many actors and public figures scrambling to revive or salvage their careers. In an industry increasingly driven by public opinion and social media narratives, navigating controversies and maintaining relevance have become challenges for many, including Jada Pinkett Smith. As her struggles become more apparent, questions remain about whether she can rehabilitate her image and secure her place in the entertainment world. The media has not been kind in its portrayal of Jada, often emphasizing her missteps and polarizing remarks. However, it is clear that she remains determined to voice her opinions, regardless of the backlash. Her recent statements about societal changes reflect a broader frustration she feels.
The universe to decide that the door is going to open for a brief moment. And it's like it turns from a solid wall to a door in an instant. And then it closes back, right? So the idea of you have no idea when lightning is going to strike.
Though whether these comments will resonate positively with audiences or further alienate her remains to be seen. Ultimately, Jada Pinkett Smith's current predicament underscores the challenges faced by celebrities navigating public controversies in an age of heightened scrutiny. Whether she can overcome these obstacles and reclaim her standing in Hollywood will depend on her ability to strike a balance between speaking her truth and addressing the criticisms leveled against her. For now, she remains a lightning rod for debate, emblematic of the larger cultural tensions within the entertainment industry and society as a whole. Jada Pinkett Smith continues to generate headlines with her outspoken nature and controversial opinions. In the ever-polarized landscape of Hollywood, her recent comments about leadership, activism, and the entertainment industry have sparked intense debate. Pinkett Smith, never one to shy away from sharing her perspective, recently voiced concerns over the state of the country and the role public figures are expected to play. She expressed frustration with the idea that many people idolize leaders who, in her view, lack the competence or understanding necessary to govern effectively. "It worries me deeply as a mother and as a woman," she remarked.
I was, it's my first time being blue. I've never been blue. Blue becomes me. I enjoy being blue. No, but what's so interesting that I think people don't realize is when I'm Blue Genie, there's no part of that character that is...
Her concern extends to how society views celebrities in Hollywood. "We need to stop assuming that being an actor or actress automatically makes someone an activist," she said, while she clarified that she personally embraces activism and is proud of that identity. She pushed back against the narrative that all public figures must carry the same mantle. This notion that everyone in this business must be an activist is unhinged. It's a false narrative being pushed to cast us in a negative light, she argued. Pinkett Smith emphasized that, for her, speaking out is about honesty and connection with her audience. "I speak the truth to my fans and to the people, and I believe more of us in Hollywood need to be examples of trustworthy, grounded leadership."
What happened was we realized that it was a fantasy illusion that we could make each other happy.
However, her critics view these comments as part of a larger pattern of outlandish statements. Many have accused her of being out of touch with the realities facing the entertainment industry and society at large. A key point of contention is her stance on diversity, equity, and inclusion (DI) initiatives. Pinkett Smith has been vocal in her support for DI, describing it as the definition of equality. "If you oppose diversity, equity, and inclusion, then you are opposing common sense," she stated unapologetically. To her, the backlash against DI is disheartening and reflective of larger societal issues. "It feels like we are throwing away progress. This industry should represent the diverse fabric of our country," she added, aligning herself with public figures who champion greater inclusivity. But her critics argue the opposite. Detractors claim that DI initiatives often deepen divides rather than bridge them, impacting industries from film and television to video games and music. DEI doesn't fix problems. It creates more, critics argue. It alienates audiences and damages brands. They point to declining box office numbers and faltering projects as evidence that this approach isn't resonating with the broader public. Jada's response to this criticism has been defiant. She continues to advocate for greater inclusion and refuses to back down from her beliefs, even as she faces growing opposition. Still, her detractors insist that her rhetoric contributes to a widening disconnect between Hollywood elites and everyday people. Adding to the controversy, Pinkett Smith's comments often blur the line between personal frustration and broader social commentary. She recently lamented how the entertainment industry is perceived globally. "I think we look foolish to the rest of the world," she said. "How can we preach about equality and diversity while throwing those very values away?" Since November 5th, her remarks have grown increasingly pointed, leading some to speculate that she is struggling to cope with the shifting tides of Hollywood. Much like other actors and actresses, she seems unable to handle the backlash, critics claim. Despite this, Jada insists that separating acting from activism remains crucial, I understand that not every actor or actress is an activist, and that's okay, she acknowledged.
And I just kept falling deeper and deeper into that understanding, like, coming face to face with that level of atrocity.
But when we speak out, we shouldn't be vilified for it. This stance has won her some supporters who appreciate her candor and resilience. However, others feel that her approach exacerbates tensions rather than fostering meaningful dialogue. Ultimately, Pinkett Smith remains a polarizing figure. Whether viewed as a fearless advocate or an out-of-touch celebrity, she continues to shape conversations in Hollywood and beyond. The debate surrounding her comments highlights deeper cultural divides that extend far beyond the silver screen. Jada Pinkett Smith continues to stir controversy with her outspoken views on activism within Hollywood and the entertainment industry. In recent statements, she addressed the prevalence of activism among actors and actresses, suggesting that nearly everyone in the industry engages in it to some degree. According to Pinkett Smith, about 99.5% of those working in film, television, and other media use their platforms to advocate for various causes, whether through social media, interviews, or direct communication with their followers. She acknowledged that not every actor falls into this category, highlighting individuals like Rob Schneider, James Woods, Zachary Levi, and Henry Cavill as examples of actors who openly oppose activism. Not all of them engage in activism, she clarified. Some actors are completely against it, and it's unfortunate that those actors often find themselves losing roles or being sidelined. Pinkett Smith expressed her disapproval of this trend, emphasizing that she supports actors who resist the pressure to become activists. However, she also argued that activism is essential for shaping the industry. Common sense plays a huge role in creating successful products, whether it's film, television, or something else, she said. We need to find ways to incorporate DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion into the creative process and hire people who value that. Pinkett Smith went on to criticize public figures like Elon Musk, accusing him of undermining DEI initiatives. Musk takes pride in tearing down DEI, and frankly, it's clownish behavior. It's foolish to celebrate the dismantling of something so vital to the industry and society as a whole, she remarked. For Pinkett Smith, Musk's influence has contributed to the rapid decline of DEI efforts, a development she finds deeply troubling. As a woman and a person of color, watching DEI initiatives fade away is heartbreaking, she added. It feels like all the progress we've made is disappearing overnight.
So we went over and knocked on Eddie's door, and it was just one of those beautiful moments, the four of us there at the newly opened Tyler Perry Studios, which, used to be a former Confederate Army base.
Yes.
That's been transformed into Tyler Perry Studios. So yeah, that was fantastic.
Pinkett Smith compared her views to those of Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar, who have also been vocal critics of Musk's stance on DEI and social justice issues. Reflecting on the public's awareness of DEI, Pinkett Smith recalled how, not long ago, many people were unfamiliar with the term. I remember just 6 months ago, I'd mention DEI and people would ask, what does that even stand for? I'd have to explain it repeatedly, diversity, equity, and inclusion, she recounted. Now, most people know what it is, and they understand the impact it's had on the film industry, for better or worse. Pinkett Smith believes that DEI has played a significant role in shaping major franchises like Star Wars and Marvel, as well as the video game industry. However, she admitted that the push for diversity and inclusion has also faced considerable backlash. There's no denying that DEI has disrupted certain brands, she said, but that doesn't mean we should abandon it. We need to refine it, not destroy it. Critics argue that DEI initiatives have contributed to declining interest in once thriving franchises, with some fans attributing creative missteps to the prioritization of social agendas over storytelling. Despite this, Pinkett Smith remains steadfast in her belief that DEI is crucial for long-term success. As the debate over DEI and activism in Hollywood continues, Pinkett Smith's remarks have fueled ongoing discussions about the role of actors in shaping public opinion. While some appreciate her dedication to advocacy, others view her as emblematic of the disconnect between Hollywood elites and everyday audiences. In closing, Pinkett Smith invited others to share their thoughts on the state of the industry and her perspectives. "I'd love to hear what everyone thinks about my views and the future of this country," she said. If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to like and support the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Pinkett Smith's comments highlight the broader cultural divide within Hollywood, one that continues to influence conversations about the intersection of entertainment, activism, and the evolving landscape of the industry.